practice our writing. All right, let's see. Give me just a minute to find the right screen, friends. So, can you all see my seesaw screen?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Your writing assignment for today. It has these little kids on it, okay? Now, let's say you're doing your seesaw work and your mommy is in the other room busy doing her work. How are you going to read these hard words if you don't know them? Do you know that I read them to you right here? Do you see this little triangle? That means that Mrs. Fawcett has a message for you. And if you click it, I'll tell you what to do. I'm going to click it now so you can see.
Think about all the things that make you happy. Pick your favorite idea. In your writing, use capital letters and periods. Make sure you write at least 3 sentences, but I hope to see more. Write on paper and send me a picture of your work or write on the attached pages. You can even add it on an illustration if you'd like.
All right, so if you're writing on paper,
make you happy. Pick your favorite idea.
So if you're writing on paper, you can write in this book. Remember how we write on the lines? I taught you in the Foundations videos, right? So you can do that and take a photo of it, or we're just going to practice a little bit in Seesaw today. Let's see, I'm going to add a response. That's what you do, right? And here it loads. Now, Jera, notice that I can't just do whatever I want on the page. Do you think it would be okay to take a selfie and put it on this page? No. How about drawing a smiley face on this page? No. How about math mountains on this page? No. Now, if you did those things, Mrs. Fawcett just deletes your work. Okay, I only save your good work. So if you're sending me silly willy stuff, it just gets deleted because we don't want that kind of work in your journal. All right, we want the right things in your journal. So now, let's say I'm gonna write on my paper. I can use the text box like that. And if I do, watch what I can do. I can make it long, like the whole paper. And I can even put it right on the line. Do you think you could do that? And then I could say, I'm going to do my writing, so I might start. The question was, write something that makes you happy. So when I start my writing, I'm going to probably start something that makes me happy is, right? So I'm going to go ahead and type that. Remember, you can also write it. Happy is playing with my dog, Otis. And then I probably would tell a few things about it. Remember that we had to write 3 sentences. Well, this is 1 sentence. I notice that sometimes when I get your writing and I ask for 3 sentences, I'm getting 3 words. So like I might ask, what's something that makes you happy? And kids are telling me like, my dog, candy, spaghetti. So that is not 2nd grade writing. We need full sentences, and sentences start with a capital and end with a period, and they tell a whole idea. This is 1 sentence so far. Something that makes me happy is playing with my dog, Otis. Now I need a connecting sentence, something that tells more about what I do that makes me happy with Otis. I might tell my reader, he is a dog. He and I like to go for a walk together.
You don't have to.
Your mic should be off. And we go in the garden. Now, I want to tell my reader a little bit more about my silly dog, Otis, because he did something really funny yesterday, and I want my reader to know about that. So I'm going to tell a little story about him. Yesterday, he grabbed a big red tomato and thought it was a ball. Now, can you guys predict what happened next? What would happen if a dog put a tomato in his mouth? Can you think about it?
He squished it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That tomato squished. Oh, I'm not sure how to spell squished. I'm just going to round it out.
He squished it.
Squished all over his mouth. He was all messy. Now,
Does he like tomatoes?
I like tomatoes. Otis does not like tomatoes now. He didn't know about them until yesterday. He is a silly dog. But look at that, didn't take me very long. And I told about something that was fun that happened to me yesterday. Let's count how many sentences I used. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 sentences. And I still didn't tell very much about my time with Otis yesterday. Do you see how you as a writer can really tell about things that happen to you? I should have done better. I told some descriptive details about how he ripped down Otis's mouth and how he was running around the lawn with whips coming off his nose and how he had to wipe them in the grass. Do you see how I could keep going on and on as the writer? That's what I want you to do today in your writing, okay? So think of something that makes you happy, something you've done, a small moment. Remember, you learned about small moments in first grade, right? We take something that happens to us and we tell all about it, just a small moment in time. All right. So it might be something you did outside yesterday. It was a beautiful day. You might have been in the garden. You might have been climbing a tree and had to tell us about that.
Hi.
You might have been.
Miss Fawcett.
So I shouldn't hear your voice right now because I'm talking. Okay. Thank you for waiting till the end for questions. So remember, we're getting a small moment and we're telling all about that today in our writing. We need a minimum of 3 sentences. Sound good? Remember, when you're done with your writing, you hit the check mark to send it back to me. And look at, I'm getting that circle that we talked about at orientation, and that's how I know it's going to the teacher. All right. All right, friends. I heard that I had some questions. If you have a question about what I just taught you, go ahead and ask now.
What does your dog Otis look like?
What was that, Sophia?
What does your dog Otis look like?
Oh, that's a good question. You know, I could bring him to math today. Should I bring him to math later today so you can see him?
Yes.
Yeah, he's very cute, and he's a 1-year-old puppy. If you can hear barking at my house right now, that is not him. That's my other dog, Lulu, and she is a little white puppy.
Miss Fawcett.
Yes.
Miss Fawcett.
Yes.
You're on. Oh, never mind. I got. Can you bring both? Can we in both?
Probably not. Probably
That age. Huh?
not both at once. No. They start to kind of run around the room when they're together. All right. All right, friends.
They're silly.
Are silly. Now, today, I need some kids to come to my 10 o'clock meeting. I need Nina, Hope, Leslie, Hayden, Demetrio, and Parker to come. Can you guys all come? So I want you to log in to Zoom at 10 o'clock if you can. Now, when you come in, you're going to go in the waiting room and Mrs. Fawcett's going to take you out one at a time to read your word list. It'll only take a few minutes, but when you're in the waiting room, please have a book or something to keep you occupied so you're not sitting doing nothing. Sound like a deal? Thumbs up? All right, Hope and Leslie, 10 o'clock. Nina, 10 o'clock. Hayden, Brando, 10 o'clock. Demetrio, and 10 o'clock if you can. If you can't, I'll do you a different day. All right, friends. Off to seesaw and reading and writing. If you need help stay tomorrow, you can stay.
Bye. Bye. Bye.